Today, the moon continues in Leo, where things move outward. So, what we were processing inwardly when the moon was in Cancer needs to be expressed, it needs to be shared, it needs to shine. And so, yesterday, I was talking about turning on your heart's light, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that today. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, March 21st. And yesterday I shared 3 ways that you can think about your own self-care when the moon is in Leo. So think about being playful, think about being creative, and think about sharing and shining your light. So I brought up the concept of the heart's light, and I thought it would be good to dive a little bit deeper into that. What is the heart's light, right? It is who we are. It's the essence of who we are and how good it feels to express who you really are. And so being yourself, right? The freedom that comes from just being who you are, not having to meet some standard or expectation, the freedom of living according to what feels good and true and right to you. And so we've been talking this particular moon cycle that began with the new moon in Pisces about what it looks like to connect with that bigger sense of what your spirit needs, what your soul needs, what your heart wants, what brings meaning and a sense of purpose and goodness to your life. So with the moon in Leo, of course, the new moon sets the tone, right, for the moon cycle, and then the moon continues to wax and then wane, right? It waxes to full and then wanes back to new again, as it goes through the signs. And it's so the moon changes signs every 2 to 2.5 days, but we can think of it as playing out what was put in motion with that new moon, which is the beginning of the cycle. So with the Leo moon, the moon is waxing, it's getting bigger, it's heading toward full. With the Leo moon, we are having that outward movement. So it's a fire sign. The sun also now is in Aries fire sign. So with that outward movement, we need to share ultimately through our self-expression, through our connection with life and what it means to be alive and what it means to be ourselves, as a way of living that meaning through how we express ourselves. So living that bigger sense of what gives meaning and purpose to our lives, what makes our hearts sing, and what it looks like to put that into some tangible thing that we can share, whether that's telling our story or doing an art project or the way that you choose to dress and present yourself or whatever that is. It's a way of expressing who you are. And as we go through these moon cycles, we get that deeper sense of who we are. What does it mean to be you? And so it's an unfolding process, right? We evolve, we learn more about ourselves, we learn more about what's our true selves versus what we've taken on or squeezed ourselves into to fit expectations of society or how we grew up or whatever. So letting go of some of those, some of that baggage, right? Some of the baggage of the past to become more lean and mean and clean and grounded in who we are, right? So living authentically, living according to our truth. And so I think that turning on the light of your heart is like shining from the essence of who you are. And if you think about Leo deals with drama, it deals with being seen and being the center of attention, it deals with performance, but the energy of Leo ultimately can help us find that truth and express it. So when we're expressing from what's not authentic to us, right, that's when we can get into drama that is maybe not so healthy, or emotional reactivity, or being sort of big in our feelings. And, there's nothing wrong with having feelings that can be true to who we are, but look at what is feeling right and authentic for you. Is this coming from your essence? Is it shining through the light of your heart? Or is it coming from something that you're trying to be, or an expectation that on some level maybe you're trying to meet? So there's some thoughts, right? Some food for thought for this Leo moon. And tomorrow the moon will be heading into Virgo, where we get grounded and we get hands-on, a little bit more tangible with things. But for now, we have this Leo energy, so it's about expression. So think about what it is you're expressing and where that expression is coming from. All right, thanks for being here with me. I am Marina Orms. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. You can learn about how to work with me, books I've written, more about what is possible when you tap into the power of evolutionary astrology. So go check it out, astrologyheals.com. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.